And these guys have even more lasers, and this time they've taken the liberty of going into my sensor room. So you all can have my sensors. Actually, I don't really want y'all to have my sensors. But you did a little bit anyway, so. Just poop out another drone. Misfire that Pierce laser, but I'm okay. That's worth cloaking. Okay, kill him. Not in time. Alright. And look, one of our rock people gets to repair. Okay, so part of their ship seems to be on fire. Hey, we're back online. So this shouldn't take too long. Though they did up their medbay really quickly. So you're dead. And you just ran into the fire. You're so dead. Because everything's on fire on the ship. It's like you'd rather stand and fight than fight in the fire. Okay, so we are still living. It would be even easier if rock people walked faster. Okay, so let's get stupid. Let's fight one more rebel fleet guy. It's like we're toying with them now. And they open fire. And you boys really want to board me here. Whatevs. Defense drone. Same strategy as last time. And I will just see what I can shoot down. Which may be nothing. Alright, that is a little irritating, but looks like we're just going to be cloaking out of some nasty fire here in just a second. Yeah, defense drone, do your thing, please. There we go. Oh, it's a really crappy mess right there, guys. Well, let's go to the shield room. If we are going to take damage, it might as well be from... Okay, we're not going to take damage. So now you can't have any of your weapons up. That's good news. So no bonus scrap for this, just a bunch of stupid shots of me doing unnecessary damage to a ship and not paying attention to how much life the ship has. So I wouldn't call this necessarily at this rate we're toying with them, but at this rate I gotta wonder what the Rebel fleet's thinking. MFK, I don't know what that stands for. That's on all the Rebel ships. Since here, Brian's our weapons guy, I'm sure he loves pushing the buttons, because firing a bunch of lasers means he levels up pretty quickly. We don't even really need the fire bombs. We heat things so much up with the laser, generally there's a room that's on fire to jump into right away. So here's the exit. Like I said, I didn't want to overdo it. Okay, so board me. And we will put up a defense drone. We'll hope those aren't two-shot heavy lasers, even though they probably are, because that's one of the things that I can't really stop. Okay, it's not. Good. Let's go ahead and cloak out the first one, because that way they can't transport back. Let's save our shield guy. Let's see here. So you two are good. We will be back to boarding in just a minute, after these words from our fine corporate sponsors. Just want to take out that real quick. Now we don't need this. So we're just going to take you out your med bay, which seems to be a level 3 med bay. It's like they've gotten wise to my boarding strategy, which is why it's now on fire. So, I guess y'all don't want to fight me when a room's on fire. I'm like that there's a little red light there, like, warning, warning, bad shit's happening in here. Yeah, it's happening when you're taking on the wrong guy. So, there we go. More wins. Probably need to power the med bay. Ugh. Got so much weird shit in my throat today. So we've got a little more to go. But finally, yay, we get to see what another sector looks like. So, Mantis-controlled sector or Slug-controlled nebula? Well, we can't do the stasis pod anymore. So, let's go the Slug-controlled nebula. There's more things to fight there, very likely, without having to deal with as many boarders. And we have a Slug crew member, so yeah, we're just going to take on all these ships and go for the quest marker. That sounds good to me, because we need fuel. And now we have no air. Oh, we have improved oxygen, so we can stay alive at least. So, you have a bunch of beam weapons. I'm very confused by you all's loadout, because what you're essentially telling me is that you can't do shit. Your fire beam and your glaive beam are not going to do anything to my ship. So as soon as this fire bomb goes off in your shield room, like that, we're going to take you all on. How many slugs want to come and play? Maybe I should have done that in the cockpit or something, but this is how it's supposed to go. You just deteriorate their shields and then they start running because the room's on fire. And it's all very pleasant. So I don't know how we're supposed to do this. Are we just supposed to let you all fight me in the middle? Because you're all going to come at me one by one. Too bad. Well, we got 3 fuel. We got everything we wanted and more from that fight. So yeah, let's ship after ship after ship here. Let's go ahead and up our these things. So that way we can have max efficiency dodge. I want to up my med bay as well. And then it's going to be really a matter of level 4 shields. which will be good for the final sector encounter. Yeah, right now I'm pretty comfortable with where I'm at. An encounter is probably going to make me very uncomfortable in just a minute, but... Okay, your sensors are no match for our slug's telepathic abilities. Hello, there's Maloney on the ship here. So, see, these guys have better door control, so we've got to watch it just a little bit, but we're going to do kind of the same thing we did last time, except this time in the weapons room. We're just going to firebomb. And then transport in there. And hope we didn't just breach the hull, which we didn't. So they're already like, oh my god, there's fire everywhere. So they're just going to run out of here now. Okay, so you all can't hurt me anymore. I can see what rooms you all are in, so there's not a lot of mystery there. Okay, kill him, kill him, kill him. Oh, that should have been the achievement. We killed him in the room while there was fire. But it doesn't seem like we earned it. So that's annoying. So let's hear 3 fuel, 2 missiles, and 66 scrap, so we get to strip. Strip, strip, strip. It's like every time we just need 1 firebomb and we can go in and be really effective. So I guess all we need to do now, really, is just worry about tanking damage. Because I do want to max my weapon system. I think that's going to be very beneficial for the flagship, but at least for now we can just focus on killing as many enemies as we want. See, they have a med bay, and we just got boarded as well, so right now we can just focus on the task at hand, which is frying some people. We don't have a med bay, so have to keep that in mind. They have an ion mark II. So let's cloak and see if we can recover in time. And we may be just sending a slightly different boarding crew on here if those slugs are that terrible. Wow, really? Okay, see, if I had improved my med bay, maybe we'd have some extra power in it, but that doesn't look to be the case. So we are going to be boarding with some different people today. So let's focus down the weapons first. Good. Cloak out of that. So that can get nasty. Let's go ahead and switch you all around. Let you all go ahead and cloak again. That's fine. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. Ugh. Okay, I've had enough of that. We are just going to do it like this time. Maybe not. Good, so we got that hidden. We just got to board them as soon as we can. And now we'll be setting their med bay on fire. Or torching it this way. Yeah, might as well set it on fire. Boom. You're gone. Yeah, funny how that works out. Yeah, you cloaked. Whatever. So you all have no weapons. Everything's just on fire on this ship. And you have nowhere to run. I said you had nowhere to run. So he died. You died. You died. There we go, more drone parts. Not as many missiles, but apparently we were in single-digit fuel, so fix that up. We are sitting on a lot of scrap, so we are going to up our med bay so that that doesn't happen again. We'll max our shields next. So let's see here. One of you is Rebecca, that's good. One of you is Brian, who needs to be over here. So now at least we can heal faster, which is important with the larger health pool. And all of their systems, I seem to have started a pretty big chain reaction. So let's see here. I don't think there's... So there is a store, but I'm going to skip it because I'm good on pretty much everything that I can use right now. Instead, we'll up our reactor power. So let's get you all in position. Let's get you all in position, and we are just going to jump down here and try and fight more slugs. Because slugs are like a laugh a minute until we get a Mantis boarding team. That's probably going to go straight for the cockpit. No, they went straight for the shield room. Okay. Well, I can play this game too. Let's see here, we don't have enough power to really support a lot though, but... Whoa, why aren't you all going in there? I want to save our poor slug friend. We do want to take down those weapons as fast as possible. And that's was my fear, is that they are a two-shot heavy lasers, which is a dangerous combo if I've ever seen one. If we can just keep it down to one and then take out the med bay. So let's see here. Sluggy, you're okay. Valeria needs to heal. You two can't heal, but you should be okay by the time this is over. And this is why we want level 4 shields. This is the exact encounter I don't want to have to mess with anymore. So we will, since it looks like that's in trouble, we are going to target the med bay here. And apparently not do shit to it. Alright, Engie. You have been marked for death. At least nothing's going to miss now. So just killed that guy. And these mantis are going to run when they start catching on fire. Which is good. Also good. You're all dead. You are not going to kill my crew member in time, right? Oh, it's close. Whew, that was real close. That's why mantis are stupidly dangerous. That's why I have level 2 transport. So another store that doesn't seem to have a lot of what we need, but I'll keep it in mind. Just in case. We can actually sell the damaged stasis pod without much fear of repercussions. So let's go ahead and go, just so we can put ourselves over the top on fuel, or if there's no scrap recovery arm, which there's not. So 2 firebombs are fun. There's so many large ships though, so damaged stasis pod, you do me no good. Shield charge burster or reverse ion field. Neither's great. This would be better spent doing this and this. So what does our ship need? We need more reactor power after we get more shields. Because that's what we're aiming for next. We just want to be able to fire and tank. So I guess if I'm really going achievement hunting here, might as well try this. And we've got missiles to spare again. We're going to stick to the nebulas and just fight as many ships as we can. So this guy is going to try and burn through something, apparently. How cute is that? Because they have a fire beam. Oh, I get it. We can talk fire if you like. But first we'll start by cloaking, because I don't want to crimp your style here. And teleport. You see what's going on here. Okay, so they have level 1 cloak, so they are in trouble. So how many more rooms do we want to set on fire? Is it warm in here? Alright, so we finally got that achievement. Not quite sure exactly how, but we did it. That's what matters. So is the fire spreading? Not quite to my liking enough. In fact, these guys just might die freaking out. Yeah, I don't know for sure if we're going to get it. Kind of want to take out the oxygen room last. Okay, so this ship is a nice little barbecue. How much life does this guy have? Oh no, we didn't get it in time. They all died in a fire. So it just needs to be a smaller ship, I think. So we're not gonna stress too much about that. I think that's where the fire beam will probably help a little more. So more ship encounters, maybe in a little bit. Let's go ahead and put back our heavy pierce laser. We have an opportunity to, that it is unavoidable, we'll sell the firebomb. Otherwise, it's fun to have when you think you need it. We'll upgrade our weapons to maximum next. So, 11 fuel. Okay, slug. Deserted slug space? Nonsense. Okay, so Big Score is looking for new arrangements. They picked the wrong ship to attack. Okay, so you have 2 pike beams and probably an ion too. In other words, you are going to be roasted and toasted in just a second. Now we'll use the heavy pierce laser. Now you're probably thinking, I don't know what you're thinking. These guys are just so screwed. If I can just hit him with this bomb. There we go. You die. I don't even think their ion weapons hit me once yet. I didn't buy the reverse ion field. I really thought about it for a second. Yeah, these guys just cook so well. Okay, so just make him run through fire a bunch, apparently. That's an interesting dance. Well, that's one way to take advantage of the artificial intelligence, is to just have them constantly running through rooms that are or are not on fire. Overall, though, not a bad way to go. Or not a bad way to go about doing business. So 94 scrap. I wish there were more ship encounters here. Well, let's do the ship thing first. So I don't even need 2 defense drones, really, for anything, but I'll put the power there just in case I'm wrong. Because I do have one more sector after this. It'd be hilarious if it was Rock Home Worlds, but nothing I can do about that now. Greetings, Traveler. Can you fix this up? Patch some of that damage. No thanks. Okay, so that's just another random event. We are going to work our way up to that quest marker. We should be able to in time. So there's another store. Okay, so where are all of our slug ship encounters? There's usually more than this. There we go. We're going to attack you because we're definitely not boarding you. And we're definitely not firebombing you. So we'll just let you cloak to make you feel better about yourself. Then we'll cloak whatever you're shooting at us. I guess the next thing to do is set up my reactor. So just sort of the same as it ever was. You actually have no shields, so... nothing to pierce. Just a bunch of ways to miss, so... maybe I did want to take out that missile launcher first, but we can put our defense drone to the test again. Lame. That worked. And you're dead. So 44 scrap and even more scrap and even more fuel. So that turned out very nicely for us. And now we can safely roll with more shields. Quest marker, give us something good. Not great. But we can sell these two things. So 27, 25. I know I did just upgrade my drone power, but it doesn't do me a damn bunch of good now. And I don't know if we'll be able to hit that store in time or not. In fact, we won't be able to hit the exit in time. Okay, so... please board me. Not in the cockpit, though. Not really a fan of that. And while that's going on, I guess what we're going to do is just put up a defense drone and we'll cloak as needed. So I do want to take care of these borders first, because that's a lot of lasers. This is noticeably more dangerous, a little hotter, as it were, because that is 5 laser shots potentially. So let's see if we can actually hit their shields. Good. Okay, so I don't know what just happened there, other than I was not terribly successful at what I set out to do. But you are about to get boarded, so... so we'll fire on. Just laser it to death. and board it. So now the defense drone's got to do its job because that fire's not spreading very well. I was hoping to be the weapon room on fire. Maybe I can cloak in time. Good. So definitely take out that first, just to be safe. Yay. 1 fuel is all I get for that. Definitely heal everybody up and make sure we all have the right amount of health. So our NG... So we have mostly rock people on this boat. They're doing alright. So there's not a lot that can hurt us here. And having those fire bombs do help. One problem is that we only have 16 of them. So, do I want to get cute and fight through this? Maybe I'll just do this one because this is a place I didn't explore. So see, we may not even need to firebomb all of these guys. Because that ship can't really hurt me. So we should be able to board it normally. Would be better if I actually gave my ship air, though. Good. Yeah, you're all gonna die. Okay. You know what, y'all are low enough on health. I can just take out the med bay and then board you all. See, no missile required. Level 3 med bay too, so... There we go, that's what we like to see. Fire would make this boarding crew even more effective, but... Right now the health pool advantage should be enough to carry us through, even though Rebecca's getting hit like a truck. There we go. So, Rebel Fleet's on our 6. Hooray. Heal up and keep it going. As you all both have max combat experience, and interesting that Rebecca has also got a few other skills, like repairs and junk. Rock people, they are resourceful. Okay, so let's just go back up to the exit. Not a lot more to see. Next sector. We would have gotten Rock Homeworlds, and we would have had to have gotten the right place there, and it's possible we could have made it. And for all the ships that we can fight and board, the Rock Homeworlds is going to really make our fire advantage move. So we're going to go with the pirate sector, and hopefully we won't hit a bunch of automated drones. Even though those appear in rock sectors as well. We just want to go to all the ship places we can and fight. An automated drone with a bunch of drones. I think the word of the day is boom. Now if these were crystal guys, it'd be an easy call just to try and board with them, but... I think here instead we're just going to have to really try and take down their weapons. So really try and take down their weapons. That's an ion bomb. Come on, do it, do it. Oh. Okay, we are going to have to get dirty here, I think. Okay, defense drone's showing its worth so far. Good. Cockpit's out. Okay. So he just took out our weapons, and I don't exactly know how we got shot, or why our defense drone's suddenly down, but... So a pretty smart move to ion my weapons. Stupid artificial intelligence. And now our transporter. It's like you know what we're trying to do here. Since your weapons only scare me insofar as there is a missile launcher here, we're going after your shields next. Okay, so now we gotta go for their piloting again. And they're out of missiles. So that's how that works. And I found this often with my NGA living off the land run too, is that eventually, all things being equal, if you can tank enough damage, there's not a lot the AI can do if they're a missile boat. So 42 scrap. So what are you? You're in an asteroid field, so you're definitely going to get taken on. Oh, even better, it's a Rebel rigger, complete with lots of drones, so let's go ahead and put this up. So I'm not a big fan of your loadouts. We're just going to cloak out of this first one. We will be transporting my crew in there in a few. And teleport. So yeah, you all don't scare me very much. Let's see, you all are now all in trouble. So make sure you can't run. Okay, so how do I want to slice this? First things first, we don't want them to repair their med bay. So that's what we'll do there. Ooh. There we go. And that's the dangerous part of taking out their shields in an asteroid field. That was actually a really stupid move on my part. Forgot about that golden rule of always let them have their shields. But my crew survived, and I honestly could have survived that kind of fiasco. So we'll just go back up here. I'll never surrender it. In fact, we're not gonna... Oh, look, hey, remember when I said I didn't need 2 defense drones? Now I need 2 defense drones. We'll board you all momentarily. That moment is now. And you all are screwed. Cloak. Yeah, you're running. You're running from the fire. You are immune to fire damage. And you're running from the fire. A little bit screwed up. Okay, so we have a lot of scrap to play with. We don't need to go to a store. I'm curious about that distress beacon, but let's go ahead and max out what we can. And we'll just go for keeping all those up and having our engines maxed from here. So, no store. Blah blah blah. Auto drone. You don't scare me as much as you might think. Might as well have the defense drone out. If I don't use them, I'm gonna lose them. Good, took out one thing at least. Yeah, see, I've got a really good weapon assortment here. So yeah, they're screwed. Well, I say they like it's a sentient being, it's not. That was a waste of a shot, though. I mean, you're gonna ion damage my ship. Whatever, dude. So, more scrap for me. Just gonna start upping the engines. And let our shields recover. So, oh, I can't make it to the distress beacon. Interesting. Okay. Gotta watch it again with our fuel guys. Whoa, what, okay, what would I like to do? Okay, use your medbay to help synthesize a cure. That's different from what I've seen before. Let's see if that gives us bigger rewards. 6 in reverse engineering the cure, and we get a little bit of stuff. More importantly, 3 fuel. So there's nowhere to go but here, really. We can play in this nebula. We're going to go in this sector as much as possible. Okay, so multiple incapacitated ships live in radomes. And piloting, have a pilot carefully explore the debris, and we get a Hermes missile that does us not a lot of good. So you're not in a nebula, you're in an asteroid field. So let's go up here first. We're going to explore as much as we can. Shots fired on the ship. Okay. That's cool. Because I can just take all you on. So Vincent is actually getting some good combat experience today. Alright. So y'all go ahead and heal up. Yeah, you all please transport into the room that has my max combat crew in it. Tried to muzzle that, sorry if that went right in your ears. So, don't need all the med bay now. But I can go ahead and max level some other stuff as I keep going. We are going to go for as many ships as we can. Yeah, so I'm going to attack this ship because I really want to get more scrap here. And since we're not transporting, we'll have the drone out. Because for all we know, this thing's useless, but if we can kill this guy, it's always going to be useful. We don't need the fire bombs, actually, so just in case for some reason that missile misses. I got you cloaking. And y'all are probably... Oh, no, you're not going to cloak anywhere. And you're not going to dodge anything either now. So if the system's automatically getting repaired, and I don't know if it is, it'll probably cloak as soon as it's available. So defense drone seems to do well around the rock ship. That's good news. Since some ships are better than others, this one has a very narrow profile, so... Yeah, you're exploding. Give me that scrap and a system repair drone, so even more better. Okay, so down and up. Still need fuel in a pretty bad way. Hey, it's a trap, and it's an anti-ship drone too, so that's kind of a pisser. But finally, I don't need to drop a drone on here. I can just set the ship on fire because it has no medbay. So all we're going to do is try and really shoot down their weapon system. Or, pardon me, their drone control. See if we can bomb them. We did. Success. And then this thing. So that's a pretty good mix of crew there. Maybe this wouldn't be a bad option for some people like to watch the world burn, but... Let's go ahead and cloak out on whatever's coming. Because you all are just going to die, and it's going to be sad. Because y'all don't want to run through anything except for fire. So yeah, easy, 6 fuel, 75 scrap. I'm glad you all chose to just gobble up as much fuel as you can, which just makes me think of like a giant fish or something, just going blah 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 blah. So yeah, no pike beam, no problem, we'll just firebomb. It's ridiculous how strong that bomb is. And it takes a missile every time, but now we have max dodge if we so are inclined to use it. So back up here, because this is definitely a ship, and we don't know what those other jumps are. Auto drone, prepare for a fight. That's cool. Oh look, we can actually activate little Sammy system repair drone if we need it. You know what, might as well. Just to have it out. Make him feel special. And then we can go ahead and cloak as well. So there we have it, our ship versus their gunboat. And this is a auto scout with no shields in an asteroid field. What was I even worried about? How do I not notice it has no shields until I look over? But at least its cloaking's on fire. Okay, bye-bye. 46. So I don't know if we'll be able to get to all of these. No, I may be able to if I go down there and then try and work my way back up. So we'll try that first, because we're just going to fight through some ships on the exit. I actually want to keep my missiles, and this is Sector 7, so we'll be fine on that department. Okay, so... Okay, I don't want another crew member, so we're going to send the repair drone over. Already take some damage while attempting to leave the asteroid field, because I don't have the rock plating. So we get 54 scrap instead of just a crew member. And a healing burst. which is a fun weapon. I didn't realize how fun it was. But, I mean, the hull damage is a little irritating, but could be worse. So let's go out here and fight some rebel scum. Open fire. Okay, you are serious today, aren't you, Rebel Fleet? Super serious. So we can actually just pre-cloak this. And we're going to attempt a firebomb. So yeah, that's quite the layout they have. Kind of makes you think. So how do I want to do this? We're going to definitely firebomb that. Oh, perfect. Let's just set everything on fire. That's exactly what we wanted. They may repair their shields in time, but it doesn't matter. Because their weapon systems are all going to be offline, and then they can't hurt me anyway, so... That's all we needed. Wow, these guys really don't want to be on fire. Didn't know it was that bad. They don't want to be in an oxygenless room either, I guess. There we go. Points. So whatever happens, this is still a good run. I mean, the last one was probably going to be a good run too. It was just silly. Well, not silly, but I had to go unless you want to hear me cough for 5 minutes. There's our little happy drone, 25 health. So now we just get to work our way back up. I'm pretty comfortable in my ability to kill anything, but I really want to have bombs available. That's not the reason I'm not going everywhere, is that my comfort in killing things largely comes from a supply of drone and bombs. So, oh good, right in the transporter. So we will just cloak out of whatever at a good opportunity. Good breach. Good timing. Actually, we're not going to be using the fire. Oh, I should have kept that powered. Don't really need the oxygen right now. Oh, some missing that I'd rather not. But it's okay. Okay, and are we going to be able to do this? Probably. Okay. Oh yes, we will definitely be able to do this now. Okay, so cloak again. Cloak anytime you can. No, don't run from me. Oh no. Your room's on fire. Whatever's gonna happen. Because you all are just taking so much damage, and if I had level 3 sensors, we could see exactly how much damage they were taking. With everything being on fire. I'm very surprised their weapon system's still up. There we go. So you can all die now. Wow, that actually had so much weapon power that 4 units of fire in there did not destroy the system. That's called the Rebel Fleet's cheating. So just met up, and we're going to head straight back. Hopefully this is not an ion storm, but my guess is it is. I just think we still have one more sector to go. So, get on down, guys. Yep, this always seems to happen. So Ion Storm, and they have some nasty assortment of weaponry. We're just going to try and keep this simpler this time and just really aim for doing this with a defense drone, keeping oxygen in our ship, at least until the time where it's necessary to transport. So we may go ahead and just have these guys on standby. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. So I just took some damage. Hit. Thank you. You guys get in there and do your thing. We will be sitting back up in there in just a little bit. Hit. Thank you. So now we've got to move in there and move fast. I don't think I want to use a third bomb here. Even though I probably could get away with it. So if I can just attack these guys until I can take out the med bay. There we go. That's how you want to do it. So you're on the brink of death. How about 4 rock crew people on a ship that's on fire? Love the sight. Don't love Valeria nearly dying, but you know what, you can't ask for really a better result in the middle of an ion storm. Especially when we power back our oxygen. Still not entirely sure how I got hit there. It must have just been right timing. So go NG, go NG, go. And because we're probably hitting another ion storm, because that's what the Rebel fleet somehow magically can control interstellar weather with that. We will just have our systems on standby. The best thing I can do for myself, actually, is to have full oxygen. Full oxygen. So let's hear to the exits. Is there a rebel ship here? Yes. We gotta make it to survive. You're in our sensor room. Which we want to keep our sensors this time. We're gonna throw up a defense drone. Interesting. I guess if we're not going to firebomb yet, we might as well max our dodge. What am I saying? I don't really need max cloak right now. Goody. Fix it. I was hoping those would hit a little better. Yeah, now you're on fire. Yay, burning ship, no pilot. No med bay either. See, a slug really helps me out here. Oh wow, the fire spread into there very nicely. So now we just get to pick these guys off one by one. And you died. There we go. So much to just cough about, I guess. Alright, so we have 7 defense drones left. We'll probably pick up some more just along the way towards the end.